Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-4 replay. Spawn on top right side as the blue Japanese. We have 3D Anotand. Spawn on bottom left side as the red Jeanne Dark. We have Wam01. Fort's being built out and it's going for stone. We may see secondary town center base play or maybe an early Daimyo Manor. Likely we'll see the farm landmark. Not town said. I always get the first landmarks mixed up names. And for the Jeanne d'Arc, we'll likely see the School of Cavalry. That's pretty much standard. Four villagers on stone. That may be the number he has mapped out. People being delivered back home. If you take a look at the map, do have the Jeanne d'Arc deer in the more in the center of the map, as was a little bit up here. So very exposed there, while his opponent's deer deposit is nice and safe. This one's off to the side next to some berry bushes and some stone here as well. So eventually maybe a decent spot there for an expansion, but probably not. Next to this deer deposit, we've got two gold deposits, so putting a town center next to the gold would be quite ideal. School Cavalry now going on up. We do have, Daimyo Manor being upgraded at the same time as Akira's storehouse. This could allow him to get a bannerman, and he is putting the Akira storehouse right next to the town center. This will generate free farms, but it will give him wood generation if he can't place down a farm. And there's guaranteed 3 farms cannot be placed. Another forge going on up. Looks like the Japanese player designed the turtle in. Look at the gold deposits for the French. His is a bit behind, a bit farther away than the Japanese. The far gold is about equal distance, and this is probably a good spot for the Jeanne d'Arc to expand towards too. Got boar, got gold. And, he sees his opponent trying to get the deer towards his town center, and he interrupted that. He's going off the deer, does take a bit of damage, but he should be able to run away now. Both have 2 sheeple being led to glory. Here's storehouse. Universal drop-off location, so it is allowing for the wood to be dropped off there without needing to build a lumber camp. And it looks like Jeanne d'Arc is eyeing for a large amount of stone as well. So we're going to see a secondary town center being deployed out next to this deer deposit, or next to the gold. Couple farms being deployed out there for free. He of course does a Daimyo Manor, which gives him plus 25% collection rate on farms. So right now his farms are better than standard farms that his opponent can field out. Looks like Jeanne d'Arc has gone for the man-at-arms line. And now we do have Uma Bannerman, a heavy cav, moving around. Trying to harass his opponent with it. He may be countered by some Royal Knights, but 1 Royal Knight will be not enough. He will need 2. Japanese player does also have a handful of spearmen on the field, just regular spearmen, no hardened spearmen just yet. Eyeing for some berry bush upgrades, and we'll find a single villager there. Does receive some damage, didn't receive he's got a charge attack. Now I got the Royal Knights in hot pursuit. Of course, the charge has expired, and those Royal Knights just need to probably chase the Bannerman. No secondary towns are being blown up here. Do have a farmhouse. More farms being deployed on out. We got boar are being obtained as well as deer. So it's a good expansion location. Also provide a good sphere of influence to keep this gold way back here safe. Small number of wooden walls there. The trade post is right there, so he could try for some traders right here. and trade with that location. Couple Royal Knights over here. Wolf will be going down. And let's take a look and see Jeanne d'Arc's experience. Not halfway there. Blue Scout moving around. The Bannerman is still alive. So just as wounded from the town center. And now we do have the floating gate being pulled out of the field. The floating gate is a landmark will give him access to some free relics, gives him some resource generation. Over here, we do have the Royal Knights move around. We got a good number of spearmen here. Royal Knights, however, will charge, impale one of the villagers. And will iron to engage. Spearman engaging. This Royal Knight needs to run over there. This Royal Knights are trying to find that one villager. This Royal Knight's drawing a large amount of iron there. Trying to find opportunity in other villagers. This Royal Knight will be falling back. These ones may be incepted. Scout does go down. Chivalry can get these guys healed on up. He may get a kill on this one. And he will escape on out of there. Sees his opponent has gone for Castle Age now. The Jeanne d'Arc is a little bit far away. Invested quite a bit into those Royal Knights. Got a handful of hardened spearmen for Jeanne d'Arc, and got still hardened spearmen for the Japanese. We do not have chivalry being researched, which will give these Royal Knights excellent health regen. It does cost 300 resources, so if it say 2 of these Royal Knights, each Royal Knight is 240, so this will pay for itself, given enough time. Bannerman has taken quite a bit of damage. Maybe from this town center here. We've got also an outpost here as well. Royal Knight making such charge. And does get a good impact there. And does receive a charge there. And does actually take out a villager. We do now have Holy Wrath being activated there. Jeanne d'Arc herself should be very effective versus these spearmen. Being a heavy melee infantry with Holy Wrath. Does use the Divine Restoration there, getting some much needed healing of those Royal Knights. We got a good number of spearmen here. He needs to make sure not to charge forward the Royal Knights in that formation. Jeanne d'Arc needs to pursue the spearmen herself. It may be a good idea to go for Jeanne's champions when she levels up, rather than Jeanne's riders. I'm not sure if Jeanne's riders, they do bonus damage with crossbows. I'm not sure that affects the mounted the Mushas or Mushas that the Japanese can field out. He's starting to field out some hardened samurai. And also some more Shinto priests. Jeanne d'Arc does have 3 melee armor, able to resist a bit of melee damage from the spearmen. Does get a Holy Wrath there, gain some decent damage. And now we got the Guild Hall. The Guild Hall will provide a nice, good trickle of resources. Those a little bit exposed over here. But that's honestly probably where the villagers were at. Another lumber camp needs to be pulled out here. Eyeing for a good number of archer ranges. Maybe eyeing for arbaletiers. Mix of archers and arbaletiers would be quite good since this opponent's on transition to some samurai. Archers would still be decent versus the spearmen. Various melee got more melee research. We got the Odachi being pulled on the field, while the samurai do +4 damage versus infantry. Does take out the Shinto priest there. They'll just have escaped outside of the settlement to stay away from the Royal Knights. Spearmen now engaging Jeanne d'Arc. We're getting off another Holy Wrath there, getting some good damage. Starting to repair up the outpost now. Villagers do get back inside the outpost. Does lose one of them. Royal Knight makes a charge, hitting the samurai, but he does use the block ability. Jeanne d'Arc has her Divine Regeneration on cooldown. Got now some Arbor Tears, now blow it on out. Outpost getting some damage. It is upgraded of arrow slits. We got the Royal Knights back here. Maybe torch down a farmhouse. Iron for Willow there, just trying to back it off. Got another town, something not being pulled on out. So I've got some consecrated abilities there. Got the barracks consecrated, the school of cavalry, as well as a stable. Scout received a bit of fire there. And Jeanne d'Arc will be capturing the sacred site now. Got a decent amount of spearmen and samurai here. Does have one bannerman mixed on in. The bannerman is almost dead. I mean, right now it's just a daimyo palace. Jeanne d'Arc has been maintaining 2 towns for quite some time, so it does have a village advantage. However, now there's a Japanese player does have a 2nd town center, so the lead will not be growing. And he will be picking up that relic now. I guess Jeanne d'Arc wasn't actually capturing that up the entire time. Spearman there. May go down to the wolf. Will probably go down to the Royal Knights. And these villagers will start building up these walls now. And now the wolf is going to be biting the spearman. He wants the stick. They're not throwing the stick. They stabbed him instead with a stick. These Royal Knights trying to find some more villagers. We've got a good number of samurai and spearmen pulled on the field. Sacred site has been captured by Jeanne d'Arc. And now we do have the veteran upgrade on the Onobushiga now. So eyeing for some the Naginata infantry units. Villagers here may get found by the Royal Knights, but there's just too many spearmen nearby. This area has been walled on off. This area is being torched down, so there's soon to be escape. Find some hits there on the villagers, no kills, however. And now there is a breach. Has a number of spearmen and arbaletiers, does not have the Gambersons. Gambersons can be very important for the arbaletiers. They can get a 10 melee armor, which will help them really greatly reduce the damage output of all these units. And, oh, there's not a great engagement there. Arbaletiers back on off. He does not have the front line former spearmen. And Jeanne d'Arc probably should decide to fall back. Does have access to Jeanne's champions. They're deployed out somewhere. Jeanne d'Arc has gone down. Jeanne's champions are inside this formation. And now we also have the Onomusha mounted archers that do bonus damage heavy. Going for a charge attack there, takes the Onobushiga. We got a small reinforcement wave. Jeanne d'Arc may want to mix in some regular archers, help deal with all the spearmen and Onobushigas. We do not have the Shinto priest being discovered. Both players claim 2 relics. The last relic is right there. Jeanne's champions will do both sandwich versus spearmen, but they quickly go down there. Trying to engage, but it's a pretty sizable melee force there. It's not going to go well for the Royal Knights, I believe. We do have Jeanne d'Arc, can use Holy Wrath a bit more, does utilize it right there. Jeanne d'Arc's just taking a bit of damage. The heavy armor of the Royal Knights trying to push their way through. And now the Holy Wrath does get utilized right there. crossbows or arbaletiers do largely go down. Barracks has now multiple barracks now being deployed on the front line. Yes, barracks has been consecrated by Yoshiro, giving production speed. Down south, we do now have the monk being sliced apart by a samurai.
Jouez votre plaisir.
A number of these Royal Knights are severely wounded. May want to use Consecrate as soon as it gets off cooldown, or Divine Restoration, should say. Consecrate is almost off cooldown as well. And that priest does go down there. Another monk goes down to the Onimusha. Arbaletiers push way forward. Arbaletiers and Onimusha have both 80 health, but we do have same attack speed. Arbaletiers do have a little less range, but a bit more base damage. A French keep now being employed on the front line. With it, you can employ out some additional Jeanne's champions, as well as upgrade them. Some Jeanne's champions would be perhaps decent against against all the spearmen, and be a good front line to help hold off the other melee units. And impaled. You now have a Mangonel pull on a field, which can do some damage against everything his opponent has. How effective will it be? It is. We'll just have to wait and see. We have Gamerson's research on the Arbaletiers. So they have right now 8 melee armor. And these ladies only have 10 damage, so they'll do 2 damage per strike against the Arbaletiers, so they are actually more or less a soft counter. And now I've got a red palace being pulled on the field, help really trying to secure up this gold deposit. And this gold deposit being claimed by the Jeanne d'Arc as well. Cancels the red palace there. Big charge forward, does get good damage there on the Onimusha. Royal Knight now being sliced apart. And we got a very large number of villagers here now being employed on or trying to build the red palace. We got the Tengashima gunsmith now being employed on the field. Outpost now being built. Onimusha or Bushiga's receiving some damage there. Now the Onimusha's pushed forward. The Mangonel will do bonus damage to the Onimusha, doing bonus damage versus ranged. Gunsmith already get pulled on the field. We've also got a siege workshop there, probably an eye for some trebuchet. Canted Saddles, Elite Arbaletier, and more wood upgrades for the Jeanne d'Arc. You're not going to Daimyo Castle now being second one being deployed on out. This will give them quite a bit of defense in this region, as well as it will support more bannermen. Got this force now moving on up. We've got the Onimusha there. We got the elite spearmen, the level 4 melee weapons, angled surfaces, and the elite Onobushiga. Great impalement there. Jeanne's champions cannot be brought on in. Can be brought in, maybe ambush the Onobushiga. Holy Raft there, largely missed. And she's halfway up, leveling up. Jeanne's champions do cost 400, so they're a bit expensive. But they do get benefits from being near Jeanne d'Arc, and they do have a relatively cheap upgrade to improve their health and damage by 20%. Elite Royal Knights now engaging these Onimusha. Does get a decent hit there. And now got the Sacred Site victory. Unless some incentives have been researched. And there goes all the Onimusha. The number of elite Arbiteers, they do right now have 9 melee armor. The Onobushigas, they have got Odo targets now being researched now. Got the unique hand cannoneer. Good hit there by the Mangonel, doing a bit of splash damage to the spearmen. Now got the Jeanne champions moving around, taking a bit of fire. Jeanne's champions do go down. Arbiteers being microed on back. We do not have these forces moving around. Spearmen are starting to engage as well. Holy Raft has been activated. Can use Divine Restoration. Divine Restoration has been utilized. Arbiteers start stepping away. Jeanne d'Arc will win that fight up there. Heading down south. We got to keep firing away. It does have the single Arbalest emplacement, which does do great damage. Spear Brace there, trying to protect the cannon. A number of the Royal Knights will go down thanks to Spear Brace. Falling back, they have taken a bit of damage. Now got the Arbiteers pushing forward. Mangonel finds a small hit there. Springall's trying to hit the bombard. Outpost going up, as well as a siege workshop. The siege workshop has already been consecrated, reducing its cost of its stuff by 25%. One of the banners have gone down, both banners have gone down there, and once they expire, they will no longer be utilized. Great Holy Raft there on the villagers, getting them almost all dead. Mangonel fights a shot there, hitting some of the farms. Royal Knights moving around, they're all quite wounded. Divine Restoration still on cooldown. Arbiters pushing forward. Choking the castle, firing away. Good hit there by the Mangonel. Good status up there, trying to engage the Arbiteers. More spear pushing around. Arbiteers not getting hit in melee. The spear won't do a whole lot of damage to them, but with all the upgrades onto them, they're actually doing quite high damage. Good hits there. Jeanne d'Arc's starting to fall back. Has a Holy Raft off cooldown, but she's quite wounded at the moment. Mangonel may go down. Jeanne d'Arc has gone down. Red's starting to fall back there. Blue has an army of 90. Red has an army of 38. Having trouble remaxing. Over a good number of Arbiteers and Royal Knights. Now, trying to push towards this keep. The keep will likely go down. Yeah, that keep is getting annihilated. Holding Oil has been researched, but I haven't seen it actually deployed on now. These Otsu do good siege damage there. Those villagers will get ripped apart, no problem. Jeanne d'Arc has been ready to blood on the field. Royal Knights find opportunity to hit some villagers. Got 2 Shogunate castles here, which will provide a good amount of fire support against cavalry, dealing 190 damage versus cavalry. Looking at the time, it will wear these guys down. Getting some good hits there. Some regular archers mixed on in. Wouldn't be half bad to get some extra damage. Got incendiaries now for the Arbaletiers. We've got the Red Palace here. Needs perhaps to get inside the Red Palace. The Red Palace has absurd DPS. Because every single arrow is replaced with an Arbalist. And Jeanne d'Arc's forces will be just fine, especially the force of the Red Palace. Now we got the 7 champion variant, able to get a good amount of front line there, which will help them deal with all the spearmen. But right now there's been spearmen still being put on the field, as well as the Onobushigas. The rest of this gold is being seized now. Still quite a bit left here. And now I got the castle going on up in order to secure up this gold. Jeanne d'Arc received the fire. We'll receive 66% less range damage. Springballs and Mangonel fires. Getting some AoE damage there. Two Mangonels pull on the field. Getting some hits on the Utsu, however you pronounce that. Arbaletiers now seeing a bit of fire. Needs more melee armor. Lacking a bit of the final blacksmith research. Springball does go down, just leaving the Mangonels. Mangonels getting some good damage on the Utsus. Number all the battery-men's going down. Arbaletiers are holding the line for now. There goes the rest of the Mangonels. Springald will also go down. Now got the Jeanne's champions push way forward. Doesn't have the upgrade on Jeanne's champions. Does have increased armor and health, or armor and damage, being near Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc will be going down. Didn't take time to bless an individual unit either. Villager does go down there. Starting to seize in the school now. Now we've got a handful of French cannon now being put on the field. That was a guild hall. Guild hall has been recently deposited. Now going for gold. We've now got a keep now going on up. Cancels the keep. Going for an outpost first. Villagers eyeing for a forge. As this one's being torched on down. Cannon push away forward. Cannon gains some good damage onto the castle. Keep has been cancelled once again. Arbaletiers now engaging. Royal Knights receiving quite a bit of damage. The French looks like it's trying to get overran. Got a good number of the Otsu on the back line. They have less DPS than hand cannoneers, just more range, so it's easier to keep them alive. No samurai on the field, so more handful of archers wouldn't be half bad, but I don't think he's even got the veteran upgrade, let alone the elite upgrade. Looks like the castle has gone down, being finished off by a pair of villagers. I to seize this gold there. That's the last of the gold on the map, looks like. Nope, there's actually a bit of gold here. And these villagers are taking a very bad path over to collect up that gold. And you may not realize that. The villagers not getting hit there. The castle does, of course, have the Arbos in placement. Does get garrison there, providing some good fire support. And the castle's now seeing massive fire from the Otsu. Jeanne has been redeployed on the battlefield. Trying to now slice apart the villagers. Villagers are getting hit significantly. Good number to go down, but that, of course, allows the Jeanne d'Arc to pull out more military units. Jeanne d'Arc could bless one of these royal knights to be much, like, twice as effective. I wonder if it can be applied to a siege weapon. If it can be applied to a Maganel, that can be great. Large number of barracks now being pulled on out. And also going for more Jeanne's champions would probably be very good because it will hard to counter these spearmen. Granted, they do cost more than twice as amount. A couple of these villagers will go down. Jeanne d'Arc is completely out of resources, going for mass man-at-arms, not even elite man-at-arms. Gold is not being seized by the Japanese player just yet. Elite man-at-arms research now on the way. And Royal Knight trying to push me forward, but there's a good number of villagers exposed there, not paying attention. Villagers now backing on off. Does got a number of traders being pulled on the field. Does not have merchant guilds at the moment. Oh, those are Red's walls. Some of the French villagers are starting going down. Guild Hall has 18,000 gold, so that can get Jeanne d'Arc healed up for quite some time. When Jeanne d'Arc runs out of gold, then she can quickly get a whole bunch. Red Palace now seeing some fire. Oh, not going to go though. No, there's a good number of these guys here. The Red Palace has gone down. Villagers trying to repair up the Red Palace now. Most of the Royal Knights have been cleaned on up. Gold now being camped by the man-at-arms. Jeanne d'Arc has gone down there, going for some Maganel research. Got some Yumi Bannermans now being pulled them out. They said they're light range, but looks like they're heavy armored. They'd be classified as heavy armor, heavy ranged. Arbiteers now making their counterattack. Got still a spearman there. Got a number of traders still pulling out now. Spearman there as well. Decent damage there, takes out that Maganel. French cannons right now still fine. With the Yumi Bannerman, these guys do bonus damage. Another Maganel pulled on the field. Trying to stop all these spearmen push way forward. Outpost getting a bit of damage on in. Jeanne d'Arc right now is doing a good job maintaining production. So is the Japanese player. Merchant guilds just been researched. Good damage there on the crossbows. And it looks like Arbiters may be overkilling a little bit. Now the Arbiters are counterattacking. That is way too many of these guys. They don't have the same DPS as Hincanneers. Their reload speed is nearly 5. So they will get out DPS by most things. So we've got a good number of Spearmen and Onomushas or Onobushigas not being pulled out. A number of elite man-at-arms also being pulled out as well. Another Maganel there. He has 4 Maganels requeued. Jeanne d'Arc has been redeployed. Has 3,000 gold in there. Now would be probably a good idea to get the gold. Last of these harassers will be going down, but none of the French villagers have gone down. So we've got this outpost here, upgrade of a bombard placement, slowly picking down some of these units. Mangonels, got 3 Mangonels deployed on the back line. Now it's going to try to go for the Red Palace. It has 1,000 wood in store, and it looks like the guild hall has been withdrawn. So Jeanne d'Arc will be fine for gold for the time being. If any outposts can be hit through the walls. And this is a lethal amount of Mangonels that even pose a threat to spearmen. Jeanne's champions are still probably a good idea. Divine Restoration. Or no, she has declared a champion. This man arms now has 11 armor. The Mangonels are going to get overran. So the Mangonels getting hit. If he can hold off until the Red Palace has been built, the Red Palace would annihilate everything, but the Red Palace is getting decimated by the hand cannoneers. Mangonel finds a miss there. Finds some good hits there. Jeanne d'Arc has received that damage. And consecrate a couple buildings. And also, she probably consecrate some keeps in order to get out cheaper champions. Mangonel finds okay hit down the spearman. Also got a handful of the Royal Knights on being pulled them out, just a small contingent. Spearmen getting whittled down by all the Mangonels. Should soon be able to call in another. Oh, nope, champions can't be called in right now. Mangonels getting hit significantly, but split the fire. There go one Mangonel does go down. Red Palace has been redeployed. Now the villagers, if they will just stay inside the Red Palace, it would be great defensive placement. It will annihilate most things that advance. Just a couple random units there. Red Palace not getting some fire off. The Red Palace DS is incredibly high. Garrisoning regular units will probably be beneficial. Round of spearmen there getting hit. Red Palace providing them good fire support. More Mangonel barrages there. You're not got military academies. Siege works increasing the range of armor by 10, which will greatly help keep these Mangonels alive from the Utsu. Right now they're doing 34 damage. So they will do 14 damage per shot, and then soon will go down to 4. Biology not bringing research by the Japanese player, and Iron for the veteran horseman. Good damage there. Trying to transition to some horsemen in order to counter the mass Mangonel and Arbaletiers. I'm not sure if the Jeanne d'Arc has access to elite spearmen. I know at least a veteran. More production down south. That monk could be sent up north to capture that sacred site. Some of these Japanese villagers getting hit, and now got the Royal Knights pushing their way forward, able to find some delicious villagers. Looks like I had to torch down some of the housing. That could put us on a pop cap. That could be very important. And right now, the Japanese player doesn't have a whole lot of wood income. Does have the storehouse for wood income. We got 6 Mangonels deployed on out. It has the attack speed increase for Mangonels as well. Right now there's some good amount of horsemen there. Looks like Jeanne d'Arc, no, her champion went down. This force is taking more and more damage. Horsemen now trying to advance the way forward. He's getting stutter step down. Mangonels throwing some rounds onto them. Horsemen rotating around, taking some damage. Mangonels need to focus on this force here. Getting some great hits onto those hand cannoneer variants. Annihilating the forces. Looks like most of the horsemen went down, maybe only a couple of Mangonels. And thanks to increased armor, these guys are not effective versus Mangonels anymore. They're getting all ignited by the massed Mangonels. And the Japanese player does back the game. This and great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.